Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to import models from 3D Studio Max to Trackmania Canyon. I'm not gonna explain how to exactly model and how to unwrap models. For this you can look up for tutorials on the internet, and especially on YouTube you can find lots of them. I will only explain how I was managed to import my models into Trackmania to Canyon, and maybe there are better ways to do it, but this is how it worked for me. Okay, so let's get started. Here I made a model, a basic model, a basic ramp, and the next thing to do is to put an unwrap UVW modifier on top of it so we can unwrap the model. Here I already have the unwrap modifier applied to it, but you can get this modifier from this list over here down below. Okay, next to do is open the UV editor of the unwrap modifier and start laying out the unwrap. So you can find some tutorials on YouTube how to do this. When you're done with unwrapping the model, I already have unwrapped mine here. You will have to save the UVs to a folder on your hard drive, doesn't matter where. So save it and give it a naming. And next to do is render a UVW template. This template we can use in software in Photoshop and start painting on top of our layout, and later import this in 3D Studio Max. I will show this later to you. Make sure that the width and height of the map has the same amount of pixels, so the multiplied by 2. So I have a 1024 by 1024 map, and make sure it's the same amount. So render the UV template. It will look like this. Save it to your hard drive and start painting over it in Photoshop, and then save it again like as something as a Targa file, and we can use this later on. Okay, so we have done this. Next to do, we have to name the model because the naming is not right. Here we can see the naming of the model. It has to have an extension. So the beginning of the name you can make up by yourself. So I call this simple ramp. And the next thing is important. After every naming you have given to your model, you have to put this afterwards. LOD 0. Okay, now we have the right naming for our model. We go to the material and load up the UV map that we have made in Photoshop. So I'm going to the material editor, pick a slot. Let's see. What I did, I already load up my before made map. So I'm going to this diffuse button, this little button. Then we load up a bitmap. So choose bitmap, and then load up your in Photoshop made texture. So this is the one I made with the layout of the UVW map. Load this up and open it. Next is to apply this to your model. So we're going to do assign material to selection, and select your model first, of course, and assign material to selection, and show shaded material in viewport so we can see it. And here we have the model with the applied texture. Okay, next thing to do is we're gonna apply another unwrap UVW modifier on top of the one that's already there. You can grab one from the modify list, or you can grab one on the short list over here. That's the short list I made by myself. The reason why we apply another unwrap is because we have more channels than only one. So I got the first channel here, you can see it here, channel 1. Now we apply the other unwrap and give this a channel 2. You get this warning, abandon. Now reset the UVWs to make sure that we get the right UV layout. So we load up the earlier saved layout that we saved in the first unwrap UVW. Get this, open this, and now we have a map channel 1 in the first one and a map channel 2 in the other one. We also have to name this. To do this, we go to utilities and click the button more. Next, channel info. Click channel info. Select the first one. Name this one material. Click OK. And the other one has to be called light map, and because I already had done some work before, the name is already here, but normally there's none written here. So then click name, light map, OK. Update to make sure that it's updated, and we're done here. OK, now we're ready with the model, but we're almost done in Max. Trackmania always uses two models. One, I believe, is for the distant, and the other model is for close, the higher resolution model. But for now we're just gonna multiply this model, clone this model, and we have to make sure that also the naming is different for the other model. So right click on the model selected, choose clone, select copy, and this naming has to be lot 1. Choose OK, and now we're basically done with things inside Max. I have to show you one more thing. Make sure that the naming of your material inside the material editor is right. So here we have this naming. Simple ramp is what I choose by myself. The rest is basically standard naming. The last word over here is the material that later on is so Trackmania knows what kind of material you're driving on. So what I did is wood, but you also have different names like metal and concrete and stuff like that. You can find this on the Trackmania forums, and I don't know where else, but just look it up and you'll find it. But for now I call this wood. So this has to be the naming of your material. Okay, then we're basically done here. What we do now is save the file. So what I did is save it as simplejump tutorial.max. You can name this whatever you like. But the next thing is more important. We're going to export the file to an FBX file. So choose export, click export, and this FBX file has to be in a specific folder. What I do now is click my documents folder. My version of Windows is in Dutch because I'm Dutch. So I choose my documents folder, maniaplanet, and here you got all kinds of folders, but we have to make a new one. Right click, new folder, and this has to be called work blocks. Okay, next click this open. Because we're going to use this in the Canyon editor, I choose new folder, Canyon, open the Canyon folder, again new folder, and this is the folder where we're going to put different files inside, also the FBX file. So I call this simple ramp. Open this, and we're also gonna name this file, FBX file, simple ramp. So we all have the same namings everywhere, so we can easily find our files back that has to do with the simple ramp. Okay, simple ramp, opslaan or save, and choose your FBX version. I tried different ones. The 2011 version worked for me. The newer version too. I believe there's even a more newer version, 0.2. But this one works too. So I click OK and save the file. Okay, we're basically done here now, or we are done inside of 3D Studio Max. The next thing to do is go to Compressonator. That's an AMD or ATI program to convert our textures to DDS files, and those files can be used inside of Trackmania, and the Nadeo Importer can use these files to convert it. So let's go to the Compressonator. Okay, what we're gonna do now is download ATI Compressonator. This is used to create some texture files usable by the Nadeo Importer. So we're going to convert our UV map that's being used in 3D Studio Max to some DDS files. Okay, start downloading the Compressonator on the website of AMD, and the link is over here. You can download it, install it, and open the Compressonator. We get this screen. Choose File, Batch Compress. Choose your map that's being used in the texture map that's being used inside of 3D Studio Max. Click it. Go to Output Format. Choose ATI 3DC Compression. Go to Options. Choose the DXT1. Click OK and click Compress. Okay, go to the folder where the newly created file is. Here we can see the original texture map and the new DDS file. Cut it and copy it to our work blocks, Canyon, Simple Ramp, and there we can see the FBX file we earlier created with 3D Studio Max. Now we click to make a new folder, call this texture, and paste the DDS file inside of it. We have to name this a specific way because of our FBX file is called Simple Ramp. We have to call this also Simple Ramp, and then with the extension D. Okay, now we need some more texture files. We can do this by selecting the created Simple Ramp D file, copy, paste, and call this one Simple Ramp, and then with the S extension. Okay, now we're going to go back to the Compressonator, choose File, Batch Compress, choose the simple Targa file again, go to Output Format, choose the other compression, the D3D compression, go to Options, choose BC5, OK, compress. Done. Go to the folder where the newly created DDS file is. It looks like if it's the same file, but it has another compression. So cut this again. We go again to the Simple Ramp folder. Right click, paste. We have to call this one Simple Ramp and then with the following extension, the N. Now we're done. So make sure that this simple ramp is the same naming as your FBX file. And now we have the new created textures that is used by the Nadeo Importer. Okay, next what we forgot to do is create an icon, and I'll show you how to do this. We go back to 3D Studio Max and load our earlier created Max file. Okay, we're back inside of 3D Studio Max. Now we're gonna make an icon, so we can use this icon inside of Trackmania, so we can recognize what kind of model we choose in the custom custom objects. Okay, let's see. We choose render setup. We go to the output size. We make this a resolution of 64 by 64. Next, we're gonna click on Save File. Click on Files, and then we're inside the Workblocks Canyon Simple Ramp folder. Next, we have to make a new folder called Icon. And here we're gonna render this icon inside. Choose target image, name it Simple Ramp, and click Save. Following by clicking the render button, and here we can see that we rendered this image. Okay, so we're done here. We have all the files in the folder. We have our textures, we have the FBX file, we have the icon. So we're ready to go to the official Nadeo importer and start importing our model inside Trackmania to Canyon. Okay, now that we're done with creating all the files that we need to convert to an GBX file, that's a file that's been used by the Trackmania to Canyon, I'm going to download the official Nadeo importer. I'm going to do this from the topic inside of maniaplanet forum. This is the link to it. Here is the file. It's a .zip. Open it. Start download it with. I did it with Google Chrome. Open the zip file. Go to your maniaplanet folder where your maniaplanet is installed and where Trackmania 2 is installed, and place it in the root folder of maniaplanet. So get the importer, get it into your folder. Yes. Okay, now we have it over here. We can close this. Go to the start button, the home button of your Windows. Open and start the program CMD. Okay. Now we go to the importer. Bij mij is het in die program files x80 cd mania planet. Okay, now type the following line to convert the FBX file with the textures. Nadeo Importer.exe object. Canyon is the folder. We have to start with the Canyon folder because the Workblocks folder is the standard folder. Canyon Simple Ramp, and then to the FBX file Simple Ramp.fbx, and let's start converting. Okay, the importer has converted our FBX file and the textures to a GBX file, and let's check this out inside of the game and let's see if it works. Okay, now that we're in the Trackmania Canyon 2 editor, let's check out if our newly created model works. Okay, we go to object mode. We can find it below at the tree icon. Here we can see our ramp model. Let's choose it, and okay, what we can see now is it has textures and it seems to work. Okay, let's put it into the map, get our car, and let's drive this. Let's see if we can jump over it. And yes, it works. Okay, good luck everybody with creating your own models. I think there are better ways to do this. This is how I was managed to get my models inside of Trackmania Canyon. Let me know if I did something wrong or what I can do better. But I hope I can help some people with this that were not been able to get their models inside of Trackmania. Okay, thank you for watching and